And then just got, yeah, no, you
Got
have
it.
to get the garnish. Yeah, there we go.
So I'm gonna call to order the committee. October the 4th at 6 p.m. I would like to acknowledge that we are in the Mi'kmaq, the traditional territory of the Mi'kmaq people. Everybody is present. I have no regrets. Additions to the agenda.
I have one in camera under personnel.
Under next meetings, I'd just like to see if we could add the IMSA meeting October 18th at 9 or 10 a.m., whenever it is. I think it's usually 10, and the Annapolis County Intermunicipal Working Group meeting October 12th at 5 p.m.
It's at
That's
6:30.
6:30?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Okay.
Which one?
Good.
that's.
Add those, that'd be great.
Yeah.
6:30. Okay.
and that one's in
Midland.
Yeah.
Middleton.
Yeah, I thought they discussed starting it earlier, so I guess not.
Oh, yes, they did.
Yeah. Because I had
Because
it
he
down
had
for
to-
5 o'clock.
He had to leave to go, somebody had to leave to go
Right.
to another meeting, so it is at 5, that one.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah, you left early.
Fine. No,
Leave
it's
that
there.
one. Yeah,
Last season a little early on it.
yeah, because 2 people had prior commitments. So that's just that one will be earlier.
Check. 5 or 6.
5.
Okay.
Yeah, he has to drive to Hospital.
That was, yes, Chris McNeil, he's doing a course.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, moving on to approval of the agenda. Motion on that or just unanimous? I'm gonna just approve that by unanimous consent because
Mhm.
the approval of the committee of the whole minutes of September the 6th, 2023.
I
Anybody
just
have
had
any
one
change?
question, under the roundtable, if the reports are submitted, it says here under roundtable, included as appendix 1, does that go with the minutes or not? I'm not sure.
The appendixes will go with the minutes, yeah.
Okay, so they were missed, that's all. Yeah, but no change to the minutes.
Any other change?
No.
I'll pass that by unanimous consent. We have no presentations tonight, no public input. We're going into new business. And the first item would be RFP water utility write-off, and that's under tab 2.
So the director of finance has submitted this request to write off this account as the house was sold in the county, and they usually when a house sells in town, they phone and get the final water readings, but because the house was in the county, it was missed, and we have no contact information for the renters. So we're looking to write off the account, and in your motion is the updated amount, including the October interest. So the staff report was done prior to, so we got the correct information. So the amount would be $320.85.
Question, is there a way of going to collecting the funds from the previous property
Property
owner?
owner? No, they've
Okay.
tried and
They've tried, all right.
So the renters are a no, and the previous property owner is a no.
gone. Yeah.
It wouldn't be on the renter's responsibility though, would it?
But it's on the
So-
property owner. isn't it?
It's on the owner, yeah.
So that's why in the past we had those forms to fill it for the renters so that we would have
Their
it.
information.
Yeah, and then this is why we also had the $100 water deposit, so that wasn't refunded, so we get that back, right?
Okay, so it would have been the 420.
No, it's the
17.
$320.85 that is getting wrote off,
Yeah,
but we're not getting back the $100.
that's what I'm
that we
saying.
had, so
Technically, then it would have been,
the 2, we're
Yeah.
only losing the 2,
yes, yeah,
$220.
right, because you're keeping, okay. Okay,
So
well,
in the RFD, it's a different amount, it's 317.55.
Mine's
Yes,
the
with
100.
20.
This is the
Mine's the
update.
100.
Oh, okay, so this is the new, got it.
Yeah, so the RFD was done prior to
Yeah, yeah.
the interest that was added yesterday or today.
Mhm.
So the amount in your page is the correct.
Okay.
Okay,
Can I ask our realtor members, is that normal that, like, wouldn't that be part of the process is to clear?
Yeah, it would come up in the closing costs.
Yeah.
So there would be an adjustment made, but obviously it didn't happen.
Yeah,
That's
so
why I
the-
was asking if we could go back and collect it after the fact.
yeah, we tried. The solicitor didn't include it because they didn't realize they had town water because it was a county house that sold. And usually county residents don't have town water.
Yeah.
I gotcha,
Okay.
And they did not disclose that, obviously.
because it's on
Did you
Hillside
straighten
Drive.
that solicitor out and say there are a few of them out there?
There
Yeah.
are quite a few, yes.
Better use it.
All right,
Okay.
well, I guess
So it's
it's
just
just
an
better to
oversight.
pop again.
Yeah.
Can I have a motion, please?
I would recommend to council to write off the water utility account 640 dash 02 in the amount of $320.85.
Seconder, please.
I'll second that.
Further discussion? Question on the motion, all those in favor? Aye, against? Motion is passed. So the next line item. Request for decision increase spending.
So beginning of the month, we had a lot of spam emails that were coming in. We talked to our IT and he's suggesting that we go with this additional upgrade to, stop it. What we've been doing is reporting all the junk emails that have been coming in. So we seem to be getting less and less. I think we still are each getting like 2 or 3 each day. So we can wait until the 24-25 budget if council wishes to do so. And then that way it will be a cost incurred that will include in the budget. So it's not above and beyond. So I think we are good. I've talked to the director of finance and she is fine with waiting until the next budget. When she put this together, it was like we were getting probably 12 or 15 of them a day.
Wow.
So we're saying that we think we're fine, but we want it in the 24-25 budget.
So was there any other option? Or is this
This
the only option?
was the one that Jeff, like, we have everything else that we can, so this would be the next step.
Yeah, I say wait until then. I did notice, for me, I was getting stuff, the mayor wanting to go, and I knew it wasn't coming from you.
That's been an ongoing one.
So, yeah, I think it's a really good thing to have in our next year's budget. Because there was someone that unfortunately did buy into it a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
And they're getting more sneaky. I
I've
hate
been
to say
getting
it.
maybe 3 a day. It comes in waves and you
Yeah.
get so many a day and it's things like your package is ready for pickup at town hall or whatever. And it's a spam and you just swipe it off.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So the 24 users, is that staff? Is the 24 staff?
Yeah, between all the police department,
The police
the public
department,
works, the council and staff, yeah.
Okay,
I think if we do that, we have to report them all to Jeff as they come in.
Yeah,
right.
I report everyone I get
Mhm.
to make sure that he's aware.
Right.
and then he's just removing that supposed.
Well, you have
Yes.
to remove it.
I
on
usually
each
block 'em.
one, yeah.
yeah.
I know that we, like, our setup at work is more of it's Outlook as well, but it's centralized, like, we don't, every once in a while, I want to get through the filters, but I did reach out to our tech guy today to see exactly what we're using, because we don't, everything's blocked at the central hub. It's not by users, it's by what we're using at the center. And I'm wondering, because we're the same kind of system that we have here.
Mhm.
So I'll get back to you on what he's using, just to see what it is for price wise, and maybe this is it, right?
Yeah,
It's pretty pricey.
it is, yeah.
So just a question, to avoid the variance against the current budget, is Melanie recommending we just defer this till the budget time? Will she be
Yes.
okay with that? Okay.
So this is just gonna be recurred, that we're just gonna put it aside until the budget?
Okay.
We didn't think that it would calm down that quickly, so we wanted it. And then we've got it kind of in control right now, we think, so we're
Okay.
gonna hold off until budget time,
Yeah,
but
okay.
just wanted to
Yeah, that makes sense.
still bring it to your attention.
We get hundreds a day. Because we have a website with all our emails up. And that's not a help.
Yeah.
Okay, so. And then we're on to item 3, which is the Annapolis Remo Emergency Service IMSA for approval. So we get a motion on the table. And then we can have discussion of the thing. We do that?
Yeah.
To recommend council to approve the revised Annapolis Remo intermunicipal emergency service agreement between the municipality of the county of Annapolis, town of Annapolis Royal, and the town of Middleton. I need a second.
I'll second it.
You can't make the motion.
I'll make the motion.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'll second it.
And so this was just brought to our attention from the Remo Advisory and Planning Committee, that there's some changes that need to be done to the agreement. And they were highlighted in yellow, and then they also added in the flow charts and the plans and into the agreement as well.
Who would be the alternate emergency management coordinator for us, for the town?
For the town,
For us, yeah, who would that be?
we don't have them.
Yeah.
No. Nancy and Brian are the Remo coordinators. We don't have a coordinator.
That the parties agree that each municipality shall appoint staff member.
Yeah. So I guess it's me.
Yeah.
Wait, should you have an alternate if you're away?
Should it be you or should it be
Would it be Karen?
Ken?
Well, we.
Ken
don't
would
have
be
much
a-
staff, right?
Yeah. It'd be good to have him included, maybe, just in case you're away or if you have.
Can I ask a question about the agreement? Clause 12, it says the advisory committee shall have the authority to approve budget reallocations if the total budget is not exceeded and an allocation does not involve acquisition of tangible capital asset. The question is, the advisory committee has that authority, but would it come back to council first for our council approval?
No, it's an emergency, so with
Okay,
the,
right.
so the Remo has its own budget
Right,
that the county holds and we pay a portion of,
okay,
right? So when an emergency happens, the Remo, the joint Remo is engaged.
right,
And then those, it depends on where so if it's a town emergency only, then it would be like Brian and our crew, plus probably some from the county, because we don't have all the positions, we don't have, you know, the amount of staff to deal from, so then that's why we have the Remo, so that we can use some of their staff.
okay.
And then we would use like the Remo budget, and then if it's like a major emergency, then it would be like our director of finance would be the one that was sitting on the team
Right.
that's done.
Yeah.
If it's like a Annapolis County Middleton thing, then we probably wouldn't have anything to do with it.
Mhm.
And then it would be like their budgets and their director would be stepping in.
Okay, that's step in. Okay, that makes sense. Thank you.
I see they're changing from a part-time employee to a full-time. Why the decision?
That was approved at budget last year, and so now they're making the agreement match what we're doing.
Okay,
He's been full-time for a bit.
I can't remember when we made the motion. I think it was at budget time
Yeah, it's been
last
a
year to do
it's been a
full-time,
few months.
but yeah, so now we're just like bringing the documents up to what's been changed.
okay.
When does their budget come out? We're gonna have that prior, but we'll be able to ask questions on their budget prior. to
Yeah, well, that was another one that we changed, so
January,
it's
right?
January
Yeah.
instead of February. So I know
Before January, I think it reached
before January 31st.
Yeah.
Or before,
Well, it
yeah,
just said January 31st.
yeah. I know there, when I was talking to the staff there, they are starting their budgets now,
That's good.
hoping to have a good handle on it by December, early January.
Further comments or questions? Question on the motion, all those in favor?
Uh,
Against, motion passed. The next item on the list is provincial capital assistance program funding.
So that was our PCAP funding, and unfortunately, we did not get our grant this year. So we had applied for 2 grants. One was for the second water source to drill the wells, which did not get approved. And the other one was to help cost the dredging of the sewage treatment plant.
And that
So-
didn't get approved either?
Those are the list of there, which of who was approved and what they were approved for, so. We were told though at the very beginning that if we received a grant last year, we would not probably receive one this year because of the number of people that apply for the funds. And there's only so much money to give out, so I didn't expect it, but we
Yeah,
threw our hat in the game anyway. So-
right.
So that's just for information.
Yeah.
but it's interesting, they're supporting electrical utilities through references. So,
So we're gonna be reapplying, I guess, this year for those two.
It'll be next budget year now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. 2023 holiday closure.
So every year we always close town hall between the 2 breaks, Christmas and New Year's. And staff use either leave time or holiday pay to do that. And so just looking for a motion once again this year.
Sure, I can make that motion. I move to recommend to council that council town hall be closed from December the 22nd, 2023 to January the 2nd, 2024 inclusive. And further that town hall staff use vacation time, unpaid leave, or time in lieu of the equivalent amount of 3 days.
I'll second.
So the numbers, contact numbers are mentioned that emergency numbers are available. Are they posted at the door?
Yeah, and on the website and yeah, in the newsletter and yeah,
Do you post our numbers up there? If they-
no, just mine, Public Works. Yeah, and then I would reach out if there's an emergency that I need, like the director of finance or
Right.
whoever to come in, yeah,
Or us.
or use, yes.
Any further discussion? Question on the motion, all those in favor?
Aye.
Against, motion is carried. We're now in unfinished business. David? First one is the strategic plan. I'm assuming that's a next meeting date for the credit.
Yes, because we didn't have our meeting, what was changed or canceled,
Yes,
so
Yeah,
Sorry.
except for Holly, it was
Well,
well organized.
when
Sorry
you-
about that.
when you have dates in mind, you work your staff around it is the only
Yeah.
thing, so a day before doesn't work for me. Well, just doesn't, but we all have stuff, so no biggie. No biggie.
did anybody have any suggestions they want to throw out, or am I gonna throw them out?
Do we wanna do,
Next week is not, I'm not gonna be here.
Yeah, and the following week, I'm away at the Ames conference,
Sometime in
AMANS conference.
November,
So we've got the 25th, if you want to keep to Wednesdays,
I would prefer not to.
okay?
Wednesdays don't work that day?
Just, I can make it work, but got my considerations.
Okay.
And Monday, the 23rd is good.
No, I have to take my mom to Halifax.
The 24th,
Tuesday, I'm
Tuesday.
fine, Tuesday's fine with me. 24.
Tuesdays.
Not me.
Okay,
Yeah, no. I
Are we looking at Tuesday, the 24th?
Mhm.
Yeah.
October 30th is a Monday.
Mhm.
I would prefer Monday.
yeah, I can do the Monday the 30th. Yeah, I can do that day. What time? 5 o'clock?
mine's on the 31st, I have a
Halloween.
Yes, you do. You're just-
home volleyball game,
Okay.
which I expect you there
On Halloween,
on Halloween.
sure. You can make it.
So we're thinking
I'll
the
be dressed up.
30th. I may be away. I don't know if we can, we can try that date.
Right.
The 30th,
The 30th, that's on a Monday.
what are we thinking?
November 30th.
Fine.
No,
Did you say
October.
you've got volleyball?
October.
On the next day, on Tuesday, we have volleyball game every Tuesday. So that's something new
What,
for the next 2 months.
what time are we gonna do it? At 5, or is that too soon for work?
Well, we could do, say, no, 5's probably fine. 5, probably, I'll drive off, so 5.
Okay,
I like 5.
so, and we're gonna,
Done
2
at
hours?
7, yeah.
Okay,
And I think in view of the number of changes, the sheer number of changes that have to be made with everything, be good if we got together ahead of time and at least put together, the things that we know are changing.
What you
This
said?
was with,
Yeah, the two of us get together and just at least have the stuff that we know. There's so much that's changed. And I started looking at it the other day. Yeah, so that we could at least flag the stuff that we know has to change.
that might make it smoother.
It might get us in and out of there in 2 hours, it might not.
Is this something that could potentially
We sent it.
benefit from a subcommittee being formed of council?
That's just more meetings, but what we
We
could
all-
do is, if we do is draw stuff, we can get it to you before the meeting, that would be the advantage. And anybody can feed in, and any changes, but if we can do some work before that meeting, it would be great.
What if you do it as a Google Doc and we all have input and we can do some of our additions
And
or
that's not-
ideas prior to the
That's no
meeting?
problem. That's no
I don't know, just a
problem.
thought.
Yeah, that's probably the easiest, because look at the problem with getting a meeting time, we've canceled one already. I'm just thinking, how can we have a good meeting and
Mm,
have lots of time to talk?
mm,
Anyway, just a suggestion.
mm.
So I have, Monday, October the 30th at 5 p.m. to 7 p.m.
Yes.
Is that everybody?
Foley,
Oh, you okay with that one?
okay.
So
Good.
we will attempt that again at that time. Okay. Grant request for the accessible crosswalk at 112 Prince Albert Road.
Yes, I just wanted to let everybody know that we did receive the funding. The unfortunate part was that when we have the funding and the order, the system will not have the audible part to it, but we can add it on later.
Okay,
So we're gonna order it because we have the grant, get what we can, and then in the next year's budget, we'll put the audible button on it so that we can put it in the budget and add it on later. So just wanted to bring that to your attention that it will be missing that part when we get it, but
it's
we
coming.
wanna, yeah.
Is
make
it
sure
a
we get the
costly
funding.
piece to add on?
Yes.
Is it? Okay. Okay.
When does it come?
Oh,
Yeah.
no,
Wow.
well, we haven't like ordered it yet. We're just kind of getting everything signed off, and so
So when's it gonna be installed, the crosswalk?
hopefully this year.
Great, fantastic.
Yeah, that's great.
Mm.
Now we're into correspondence. We have the compliment letter for pickleball. I don't know, if everybody's got a chance to read that.
Yeah, that was nice.
Very nice.
There's a lot of people that play pickleball.
I know, Noah was busy in the gym
Yeah, it's,
coordinating.
but it's like
activities.
everywhere. It's not just this community. Every community is very much.
I think we have pickleball 6 days a week.
Wow.
And I know some people that play it 6 days a week. It's very good.
I've never played it. You ever played?
Don't even know what it looks like.
I know it's a
I
little.
gotta go check it out. It's very much like badminton, I think, but with a bigger,
Tennis and something.
I've seen the.
And table tennis.
Ping pong,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. It's cool.
It's
I think
great
it's great. I think
exercise,
it's
and it's
great.
sociable as well. It's really
Yeah.
good.
Amazing.
Going on, National Risk Profile Report, May 2023.
Mhm.
Any comments?
Amory had sent that in to.
Yeah, I'll put that on
In the
the
agenda.
report. Thank you.
And the 2023 season report from the pool town, the town pool.
Yeah, so I reported I made my report on the report at council, but now it's actually in the agenda package. because I think they were just a day late submitting it for our last meeting. Yeah, did you all get a chance to, has anyone got any questions?
No, it's really well
Any
done.
leads on financing?
Yeah,
What do you mean?
Well, with the pool
For the
repairs.
repairs,
Yeah.
they are currently, the board is currently reaching out and looking at options. So yeah,
If they were unable to secure funding, is it able to open as is next year?
I don't know. They had a meeting last Wednesday, the night that we had our council meeting, the board meeting happened. And I don't know, I haven't seen the report, I haven't seen the minutes.
I'd be interested in the two grants they mentioned that they're gonna pursue.
Mm,
I was just wondering which ones, because it looks like they have two, right?
mhm.
So I'd be curious as to what those are.
Right,
Interesting
okay,
to know, yeah, but that's it. I thought it was a great report.
yeah, okay. And also it was nice to say, in the report, they'd also put that they're thankful to report that there were no significant incidences of injury to report at the pool this summer. That was good to see that they wrote that in, and that they will be submitting their incident reports every 24 hours moving forward. That's good too. Okay.
All right, so roundtable.
My report is submitted, you have it.
I don't have anything really to report of mine, so I will pass it on to Councillor Happy.
Okay, I had the pleasure of attending the Volunteer Expo and Volunteer Recognition event at the Bridgetown High School. And it was a large crowd attending, there was about 35 plus community groups and lots of family friendly activities. There were 22 volunteers recognised for their outstanding commitment and hard work. And also in attendance was Chris Tremont, Carmen Kerr, Jill Balser, Warden Alex Morrison, and Middleton's Mayor Atkinson, and myself representing council, and other county councillors are there as well. It
And
was a
thank
really
you for
great-
doing that and being there, because I couldn't be there that day, so thank you.
You're welcome. There was a moment where I was called upon to the stage to give a little speech, and I was taken by surprise. I wasn't expecting that, and to actually make the presentation to the recipient from our town, which of course I wasn't
may
able to
know.
do.
You may
I
know
had to
that.
go up and say to the warden, could you actually do that presentation? Because I'm just going to sit at the back.
yeah.
So, but it was a great event. That's my,
Councillor Sanford.
I attended my first Reno meeting.
Oh,
Yes,
nice.
yeah. So I'm looking forward to lots of great stuff happening there. I think we meet in November here. Each time we go to a different spot. That time was up at the county office. So that's about it. Nothing.
Councillor Weir.
I attended my first regional library board meeting, which was, it was very positive, I must say. I'll be giving a report at our next meeting, of course, at our council meeting. But they seem to be very cooperative and open to working with the town of Annapolis Royal.
Nice.
So, other than that, I will just say I was happy to see paving being done in the town.
Yes.
Yeah, that was especially there by,
I know there's been delays, but it's certainly the two big spots in town. It was nice to have it done.
yeah. It's so nice to have the hump gone. It's noticeably quiet now. So nice. One of the big clanging ones.
I shouldn't have mentioned on mine. I attended the King's Theater's golf tournament. And it was a beautiful day and it was well attended. I didn't hear how they did with it, but they had a large crew out. So it was very, very
I
good.
think it's one of their biggest fundraisers.
Well, yeah, they stated that in the,
Yeah.
at the meeting afterwards, that it was their biggest one that they do.
Yeah. And I'm playing in the one this weekend.
For the
The
grads.
grads on Saturday,
Yeah.
yeah. And anybody that's not playing in the golf tournament can come for the barbecue and the putting and the silent auction.
Nice.
So on Saturday from 9 till 1 or 9 till 2, something like that. Yeah, come on out. Good fun.
It is nice.
And before, I think you all got these in your mailboxes, the county's municipal planning strategy, just advising people where they
Oh, I
could.
haven't been to my mailbox. I must. Oh,
There's one,
oh,
brought an extra, there you go.
that's great. Thank you.
Okay, well, now we're going in camera.
What are we gonna discuss?
Oh, sorry, good point. We have two personnel matters and a labor relations and contract negotiations. And we got approval of the minutes from last meeting.
We just need a motion.
I will so move.
I'll second.